All right, hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the KnoBall Podcast. I am Lewis here with my co-host Luke.
What's up, guys?
And man, what an episode we have to talk about today. So much things have unfolded this last week. Some serious heartache, some serious joy, and everything in between. And we are going to be the one-stop shop to tell you everything you need to know sports. Obviously, looking at this last week and going into this week, we have some super big news to talk about. Week 1 of college football happened. Week 2 of college football is about to happen. And the NFL starts tonight. So there's tons to talk about. And we are just super excited to get into everything. But without further ado, we are gonna start with the bad and then continue on. Big thing we've been talking about the last couple episodes was Charlotte football against App State, the Duke's Mayo Classic. I'm sure if you checked our Instagram as that game was unfolding, you already know it was not a good game. Charlotte falls to App State 34-11 in what many people are calling a absolute steamroll by App State. And I'm not really one to disagree with that. Luke, your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it was rough for us Charlotte fans. App State fans are a little annoying, but they played lights out against us. A.J. Swan throwing for 368 yards and 3 tutties against a very mid-looking defense. I don't like it. Our quarterback play was not there. Connor Harrell, slightly over 50% completion percentage, 142 yards and 1 touchdown along with 1 pick. Probably should have been 2, but yeah, that's where we're at.
Yeah, no, look, it was a bad game. I think our offense and defensive line were so horrendous. We couldn't get any pressure going on A.J. Swan at all. It really just felt like we didn't even want to be out there. We're looking at 2 teams who on paper have the exact same offseason. All of their starters transferred out. All of their team is entirely new. 2 new head coaches for the programs. Yet the execution gap was night and day. App State looks like a favorite in the Sun Belt, while Charlotte looks like they shouldn't even be playing Division I football. And it sucks to say, but there was just nothing good to say about Charlotte's game. We got 1 touchdown in garbage time. They held the ball more than us. They ran the ball better. They threw the ball better. Again, we're throwing stupid interceptions. We're fumbling the ball. We're killing momentum. Our 3rd down conversion was 4 for 14. Horrible, horrendous. And we can't keep going like that. Obviously, last week is last week, and we moved to this week. But of course, 3 big things. Pressure. We've got to stop pressure coming in, and we got to get pressure coming out. Offense and defensive line were game changers for us. We couldn't get anything going either that side. Second thing, conversion rates. We've got to get our 3rd and 1s down. Our 3rd and shorts. We have got to get that figured out. There's no reason that we're going 4 for 14 on 3rd downs. And number 3, I'm going to say is penalties. Our first 5 drives all started with penalties. That's absolutely horrendous, insane. That's not how you win games. You win games by getting the ball down the field, not by getting penalized. And one thing I really hated to see was Charlotte falling into old habits quick. Even with a new coach, I was hoping wouldn't see this, but something that just makes me so angry is when it's 3rd down and we're throwing check downs every play. We have to get the ball past the line in order to keep momentum going and to keep the ball moving. So maybe it's not a good idea on 3 and 12 to throw it to the running back who's standing behind the line of scrimmage. I'm no football expert, I'll admit, but in my opinion, to do that every single 3rd down just seems counterintuitive, and it doesn't even feel like you actually want to get the ball.
Yeah, I mean, Charlotte in this game was playing to not win rather than playing to win. Let me rephrase. They were playing not to lose, and they still lost. All of these conservative play callings from Tim Albin or whoever is calling plays on our sideline is terrible. It looked like a 12-year-old trying to play Madden. Like, you can't check the ball down every single time and expect to get somewhere against that solid defensive line, let alone with our terrible offensive line. these checkdowns are just not it. You got to have to move the ball through the air, and they showed that they could allow us to move the ball through the air later in the game, but we just got to stray away from that run game a little bit. The run, pass, punt just doesn't work. Just doesn't work.
No, it doesn't. And again, it's sad to see. I watched Coach's interview after the game, and one of the reporters from one of the news outlets asked Tim if the offense and defensive line played better, was this a winnable game? And Coach, this isn't a direct quote, but just to paraphrase, he said that game was an unwinnable game. And to me, as a fan of Charlotte and who had so much hype, to come in and say after the game that there was just no way you were going to win that game, that gives me no hope for the rest of the season. Like you basically threw the towel in before the game even started, and in turn feels like that's how you're going to play the rest of the season. I don't want a coach that goes into a game thinking, oh, we're going to lose. I want a coach that says we're going to give them everything we got and try and win. Not, well, this game was over before it started. I don't want to hear that as a fan of a team.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not going into the game wanting to upset the team that is supposed to beat you, you're not a competitor. You don't have that spirit in you. You don't want to win. Like, you might say you want to win, but if you don't go out there and give it all you got, do you really want to win? Back to that coaching not to lose rather than to win mentality.
That's right.
We could stay on this all day, but we got to keep the podcast moving. We have a new AP College poll out for Week 2 of the college football season. Week 1, a lot of crazy things went down. Lewis, what's the big headlines from college football in Week 1?
So I got 2 huge headlines for you. The first one, obviously, probably the obvious one, Texas, Ohio State. As a fan of fun games and big scores, this was probably my most boring game of the week. However, if you're an Ohio State fan, this game was definitely the most exciting game of the week. And I'll say this, as bad offensively as it was, from a defensive point of view, that was the best defensive effort amongst football I think I've ever seen in my life. Ohio State moves up 2 spots and puts them right at number 1, while Texas falls into staying inside the top 10, but falls outside the top 5, being spotted at 7. Arch Manning did not look very good, which is a surprise. Yet again, it's only the first week, and I'm not writing Texas off for playoff contention at all. Another really fun game was LSU Clemson. Obviously, that was a primetime game. LSU winning, Clemson losing. They argue. Some say an upset, but look, man, LSU, they got something going over there this season. I think they're going to be scary. I'm just excited to watch them continue to play this season. And then, of course, Florida State beating Alabama. Alabama falling out of the top 10 down to 21, while Florida State going from unranked to 14. That's a big deal for the boys there, and I think it's an exciting thing for college football. Obviously, when Florida State is ranked, the sport is better. So I think it's fun. I think that was a good game. Obviously, Florida State pulling that out, super big on them. Maybe that program is in a much better shape than I thought, I'll admit. So, what about you, Luke? Any thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, you have Alabama falling from their previous ranking of 8th to all the way down to 21st. The AP poll believes that was a very big upset. It definitely looks like it was. I'd be a little bit concerned for the coaching staff at Alabama. Pretty blatantly, it looked like a poorly coached game. Watching that, and then you have teams like Tennessee moving up in the rankings 2 spots after defeating Syracuse. Ole Miss with a win, nothing crazy, and Oklahoma with a win. But, yeah, there's a few very solid storylines from college football week 1, but
for sure,
that's about it.
For sure. So moving on now to the primary thing we're going to talk about in this podcast. We thought it'd be fun going into, since tonight is the first night of the season, go ahead and doing a quick rank of every NFL team this season. We got a tier list here. We'll go through the categories here.
Yeah, we're gonna try to screen record this for y'all and overlay it. So hopefully that works and you guys can see that on the YouTube video. So we'll get that going for y'all. So to start, we got the Rams. Where would you put the Rams on a tier of elite, great, good, average, below average, and our worst category is Josh Rosen.
The Josh Rosen category.
Josh Rosen category.
Look, I think the Chargers, or the Rams, the other LA team, man, what a good team. I'm going to probably have to throw them in the good category, in my opinion. Again, obviously Sean McVay, what a coach, but Stafford's age can't be ignored. Their defense didn't look great last season. I think there's a lot more upside in that division outside of them. And again, their running back room seems kind of questionable to me, along with the loss of Cooper Kupp. I know they brought in Devontae Adams, and I would love to see him do something. But with Puka's serious injury history and Devontae Adams not doing a ton these past 2-3 seasons, I just can't put them anything above good. However, they are an above average franchise. They play good ball. They do win games. So I think that they are a good team.
Yeah, I mean, with Sean McVay at the helm, you're never going to be a bad team, especially with Matthew Stafford as your quarterback. But they're getting up there in age, the team as a whole. Their defensive line is young and inexperienced, but they do have Kobe Turner, who is a beast. So I think the good category is also a good spot for them to sit here. Moving to the next team, we have the Browns, the Cleveland Browns. I would probably put them in average, and the only thing for me that's keeping them out of the below average category is Joe Flacco. The man can run an offense. What do you think, Lewis?
See, I don't know. I don't know if Joe. I don't really know if Joe can run an offense. I mean, he's old. I don't know. I would honestly put them in the below average category, personally. But hey, I'm always going to stick to what you say, man. So if you think average is better, go ahead and throw them in that average spot. I'm not going to argue with you on that.
Yeah, we'll throw them in average for now. Myles Garrett is also a weapon, so
there's no doubt
there's never not going to be any pressure from that defense on the
quarterback. And I don't. It's just their offense is just so
bad.
It's so bad. And even if Flacco can manage a game, I don't know how much that's going to help when there's really nobody to catch the ball, and their running back that they drafted is not even signed. And Dylan Sampson did not impress me in the preseason. So again, on an offensive standpoint, I don't know if they'll be able to do anything on the ball. So,
well, we'll keep them in average for now. Moving to the Falcons, what do you think?
Oh man, I got to put. The Falcons. I suppose I'll be nice and put them in average.
I agree. Yeah.
I don't want to. However, I think they're figuring. You get the year 2 out of Penix. You got Drake London. You got one of the best running backs in football. You got a decent offensive line. Maybe you still got something there in Kyle Pitts. You bolstered your defense in the draft. It's just kind of a matter of, so from that, on paper, I think they're a decent-looking team. I just need to see it get put together, and I need to see some serious coaching improvement on that team as well. So
yeah, moving to the Chargers, Jim Harbaugh's led team. Got a rookie, Omarion Hampton. I think they'll be good.
I would agree. I think they will be a good team as well. They're going to run the ball a lot. The receiving core is definitely a little questionable. Obviously, they have Ladd McConkey, and I'm not denying that. But who's behind him?
An old Keenan Allen and a receiver that cannot catch anything.
Exactly.
That I don't even know his name because he's not good.
That's right. So again, I can't put them. I mean, their defense is going to be solid. It's just I imagine they will drive on offense and they will make plays on defense, but will they score? That's what I don't know. Is I think they are going to have the ball for a long time, but a lot of field goals are going to be kicked from the other San Francisco team or Los Angeles team.
Yes. Well, that good transition. San Francisco's the next team. Where do you have them?
Oh, man, how can I not put them? I got to put them going into this season. I might have to put them in the great category. You can make an argument for good, but again, San Francisco, you get a healthy McCaffrey back. That's scary. Ricky Pearsall looks good. Brandon Ayuk, he's going to be there. Defense looks good. I think they're an exciting team. I think they are poised to make a step back into that division. And I think that, again, how can you not say Purdy is anything of a he's a good quarterback. He's going to make plays. George Kittle's going to come back healthy. I think they're a great team. They're going to make noise. They're going to win games. They're a great team.
Yeah, I mean, they have a lot of returners on defense. Their issue last season was offense. So,
yep.
Moving on, we have our very own Carolina Panthers. I want to put them in good so bad. I think I would have to put them in average.
See, and this...
If they play like they did at the end of last season, this whole season, they're a good team.
And I don't disagree with you, but honestly, going into week 1, I don't even know if I could put them in average. You might have to throw them into the below average category, and I hate that.
Are they going to be the first below average team?
I hate that. I hate to say that, but again, I'm looking at the team top down. Offensively, of course, there is excitement, but the offensive line, don't know if it's going to be
bad.
Great. I don't know if it's going to be great. In defense, sure, we made some right moves and we got some guys and we're moving in the right direction. But we had the worst ranked defense last year. We have the worst defense of all time scoring-wise last season. So, again, even when you make improvements, I need to see improvements. And right now, we really haven't. So, I'm going to have to say Panthers and below average. And I hate to say it, but I got to be unbiased here, and that's just the truth.
Yep, moving on, we have Seattle, Sam Darnold-led Seahawks.
I think somewhere between, I would say they're an average team, maybe between average and good. Again, Sam's good. They got a good running back core. Their defense is just what throws me up in the air. Obviously, I like their receiving core, Cooper Kupp, JSN. They got a rookie that's really talented. I think that there's some potential there. However, again, and the loss of DK Metcalf, plus they're in a tough division. I don't think they're going to sweep. So, again, I think they're going to be they're an above-average team, but they're not good. Yeah, I like that.
I added a new category called Sam Darnold and just put the Seahawks in there.
And only the Seahawks will be there.
Yep. So the Seahawks are the bar in the middle, dividing us. All right, next we have the Bills.
That's not even a question. They're an elite team. Obviously a favorite to win the Super Bowl. Josh Allen, bringing Gabe Davis back. Keon Coleman, breakout year. Dalton Kincaid, star tight end. Youth season incoming. Good offensive line. Defense, kind of mid, but it doesn't matter. When you win 12, 13 games, you're an elite team. When you're making the AFC Championship every year, you're an elite team. When you got MVP Josh Allen in the backfield, you are an elite team. So there's just no question. They're elite. No need to talk about it further.
Packers.
Again, hey, I got to put them in good. Micah Parsons, huge upgrade for the team. Good running back, good loaded offense, really all the way around. Obviously not a true number one guy there, but again, just a solid, deep wide receiver core, decent tight ends, decent quarterback. They're just a good team. They got a great coaching staff. Again, I think they're good. I think they'll be a good team this year.
Yeah, me being unbiased, I feel like that is fair. I would like to put them in the Sam Darnold category, but we can move to the next ones. Saints, I think, are Josh Rosen tier.
I completely agree. The Aints are back. Finally, I'm so happy to say it. The quarterback battle between two bums has officially began, and it's going the way of the lesser bum. They're bad. They're going to be horrible this year. They're just, I don't even know what else to say. They're in such a bad spot. Bad coaching decisions. The roster is, anyone they have that's decent on that roster outside of Olave is old, injury prone. Their cap situation is still horrible. What else can you say?
That's all we need. Raiders, below average.
I would agree.
Genty is the only bright spot on that roster.
For the most part, the quarterback situation is a little confusing. They did get a couple of receivers. Thornton is going to be exciting to watch, and as well as Jack Botch, whatever his name is. He's going to be fun to watch as well, I think. But obviously with Jacoby, and of course Brock Bowers. But of course Jacoby Myers wanting to get traded, and with Amari Cooper retiring today, and a horrible offensive line. Who really knows what the Raiders are going to do other than just be bad? And they are a below average team. I think the upside is what keeps them out of the Josh Rosen category.
I would agree.
But they're still not going to be a great team.
Cowboys.
I'm putting them in below average. I think their defense is going to be bad. They're not going to. I mean, again, they might be decent for their division, but they're not a great team. Old Dak Prescott. They don't have a running back. They didn't do anything to help their offensive line. They got worse over this offseason, and they were probably an average to good team last season.
They lost their best player last week.
And they did with Micah being, I think that below average is probably where they should be.
Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sam Darnold tier for Chicago Bears. I mean, you have an amazing roster, a talented defense, but you're led by Caleb Williams? Question mark?
And what else can you say about Caleb Williams?
Are you led by Caleb Williams, or do you just have him on your team? He's just kind of there. Like, he doesn't really do anything. He just comes to work
and plays ball.
And does stuff.
Yeah.
And then, it's nothing bad. It's nothing good. He's just there.
And that's the thing. Obviously, I have Ben Johnson. Super exciting to see him coach.
Yeah, it'll take the Bears a little time to get their new system figured out. But when they do, I could see them coming out of the Sam Darnold category and into the good category.
But I will say, just while we're on that real quick, Caleb, it's all on Caleb right now. You got the coach. You got the offensive line. You probably have the best receiver core in football based off of upside.
You have the defense.
You have the defense. You have the tight end. You have the running backs. If you don't make plays, it's on you.
Yep.
So, anyway, moving on. Colts. Below average. When Daniel Jones is your quarterback, what else can you say?
Danny Dimes.
Obviously, I like the Colts receiving room. I really like Josh Downs. Michael Pittman is a fun watch. Warren is super high on him. And Jonathan Taylor is an exciting running back. However, horrible defense, bad coaching, horrendous quarterback play. They're going to probably finish under 500 this year. You got to put that below average.
Miami Dolphins. Sam Darnold category.
Again, I'd have to put them. Again, I think that it's upside. Actually, yeah, that might be a little generous. Maybe I'd honestly probably
we can bump them down to average. Yeah, that's fair.
Old Tyreek Hill, unproductive Jalen Waddle, injury-prone Devon Achane, mediocre coaching, and a mediocre Tua Tagovailoa.
Brain damage Tua.
With maybe an above-average defense.
If that.
They're playing I think the only reason they're going to be good is because they're not playing a super strong division outside of the Bills this season. So that's why I put them in the average category. There's nothing really special about Miami.
How about the Patriots? Average?
I'm going to also probably throw them in below average. Again, all the upside is there, but they have, again, you're looking at a horrible season last year. They've done a lot of good stuff. Drake May has looked incredible in camp. But again, you just got to look at where they're at right now for the most part. And again, I think they're just a below average. They're just a below average team. They have nothing until they prove me otherwise. Detroit, I'm probably going to have to go great. The reason they can't be elite is because of the hump.
They can't get over the playoff hump.
They can't get over the playoff hump.
And they lost, debatably, their two most important personnel, Ben Johnson and whatever the defensive coordinator's name was. That's a big loss for the Lions. Yes, they're healthy. Yes, they got Hutch back. Yes, they didn't lose anybody except for their coaching staff.
And again, but that's huge.
Yeah.
Coaches can make or break a football team.
Exactly.
So, again, that's all I'm going to say on that.
Cincinnati Bengals.
Offensively, they're going to be elite. Defensively, they're Josh Rosen.
I think we could.
I think great is fair just because of that offense, but they're only going to win 7 games this season.
Tennessee Titans, Josh Rosen.
Josh Rosen, they suck. Obviously, they have a lot. There's some good there. Cam Ward, but again, if we're looking at the state of the team right now, they've given me they haven't played a game, so until they start not sucking, they suck. No other way to put it.
The Philadelphia Eagles,
Super Bowl champs, throw them in elite. Nothing changed for them. They're the best team in football.
That's it. Jaguars,
They're
Josh Rosen or below average?
I'd probably say below average.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Only because they do have a lot of potential. I mean, we still haven't seen what Trevor Lawrence can do fully. I don't love their coaching staff, their receiving core, or their running back room, although they do have high upside in both of the wide receiver and running back rooms.
I'll say this about Jacksonville. I don't like their depth at wide receiver. They do have Brian Thomas, who is a beast.
A dog.
He's a beast.
That's all they have.
I mean, but again, Travis Hunter's rookie. What can you? I mean, could be bad, could be great.
Travis Hunter still doesn't even know what position he wants to play.
That's right. Travis Etienne has just been so so yeah, I think below average is probably fair for him.
Broncos. I'm putting them in great
I'm
here.
putting them in great. It's bow time in Denver, baby. I love everything about Denver. They made the playoffs with their rookie quarterback in the toughest division, one of the toughest divisions in football.
Yes, they did.
So
that's all we got to say for that one.
I'm high on Denver.
They didn't lose anybody either. They only gained. Their defense is looking even better this year.
Mm-hmm.
Nick Bonito just got paid, by the way.
No doubt.
$100 million bucks over 4 seasons, I believe. Moving on to the G-men.
Josh Rosen.
Okay, that's it.
Yep.
Minnesota Vikings. I want to put them in great so bad. My only argument to not putting them in great would be J.J. McCarthy and the big question marks surrounding the quarterback position. We have one of the best rosters in the NFL minus the quarterback position. And after week 2, that might be no longer be a question mark. What do you think?
And I agree. However, I think you want to bet on upside but be realistic on the downside. So in my opinion, just off the downside, I think the Vikings are a good team. However, but the upside could make them a great borderline elite team. But I don't want to ruin your day, so we can keep it in
We can keep them in great. Arizona Cardinals. Sam Darnold.
No, I don't even know if they should be that high.
I don't know. I like the Cardinals.
I can make a case for average on them.
We can throw them in average for now. Okay, why are they average?
I just don't think they have a ton going for them defensively. Offensively, I like Kyler, but Kyler hasn't really been able to get anything done. Their receiving core, Marvin Harrison was okay, and I know he was a rookie, but always expect a sophomore slump. So their offensive line isn't great. I'm not in love with the coaching there, and that's it. They're an okay
Baltimore
team.
Ravens.
Elite. Lamar Jackson.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Look, man,
I hate to do it.
What can you? Look, they're probably on paper not the best team, but they have one thing that no other team has, and that's Patrick Mahomes. And when you've gone to 3 or 4 straight Super Bowls, again, he's only not been to the Super Bowl 2 times in his 9 seasons. Lock that team in elite, man. Until Mahomes is gone, you can't put him anywhere else.
Tampa Bay.
Put him in good.
I like that.
Again, Bucky Irving. They got a good defense.
Now, if Emeka Egbuka can come out and play ball, they have the best receiving core in the NFL, and I feel like that would be a fact at that point.
Yep.
Tell me a team that has a number 3 receiver that would be better than Emeka Egbuka if he's even good. If he's just good.
Well, and that's the thing is they just. And look, Mbuga is not going to be a number 3 probably by the end of the season. Between Mike Evans and Chris Godwin's injury history, he's going to be playing number 2 by the end of the season.
Yeah, he'll be number 2. Godwin will be number 3, probably on the IR with whoever their fourth string is as the number 3.
That's right. So I think Tampa's probably the front runner for the division.
Jets, Jets.
Jets. Below average for me, maybe average. Of course, unproven quarterback. And I say that with quotations because obviously I like Justin Fields. New team, new system. Not a great offensive line. Love Breece Hall. Love that receiving core. Not a great defense, especially in the linebacker room. Their secondary is pretty decent. But I can't really, again, they're just a whatever team. They won a few games.
Steelers.
Another below average team, in my opinion.
Below average?
You lose George Pickens. You do bring in DK Metcalf. Mediocre running backs. You got Aaron Rodgers at the helm. Again, they're going to win 8 games.
Yep.
Honestly, and you know what? Bump them into average because 8 games is middle of the pack.
The Commanders.
The Commanders. I got to put them in great. They're a great team. They're just not elite yet.
I agree.
I need to see one more year. Texans, probably average, just because.
Average, borderline Sam Darnold.
They got a good coach, and I like C.J. Stroud. The injuries is what killed them last year.
I agree.
But I think the potential is, of course, there.
Yeah, for sure.
So.
Well, and that pretty much wraps up our ranking for the NFL teams. We'll move into a little NFL news, and then we'll close up here in a minute. So 5-time Pro Bowl receiver Amari Cooper retired today as we're filming this, September 4th. The Seahawks signed their right tackle, Abraham Lucas, with a 3-year, $46 million deal. We got the Chiefs versus Chargers Friday night, free to watch. So when you see this pod, give it like 3 hours, and then they're playing on YouTube. Catch that game. Mentioned it earlier, Nick Bonito, 4-year deal worth up to $120 million. Who else do we got making some news?
Of course, as we talked about last week, but we'll give it its official flowers today, Micah Parsons being traded to Green Bay. A huge move on both sides of the team. Again, I don't really know what Dallas is doing. There a report came in today, though, that Philadelphia offered a serious trade for Micah Parsons, but of course Dallas is not going to trade Micah to not only a division rival, but the rival team.
Yeah, that would have been a crazy amount of division tax if they would have done that. Like, I could see easily of Dallas asking for double the picks.
Oh, yeah, you're definitely going to have to throw in at least a third first-round pick.
At least another one. Probably 2, but the way it sounds is Jerry Jones just slammed the phone down and started laughing.
Yeah. So, anyway, that's pretty much it. Obviously, we'll wrap up. Who do you think is going to win tonight? Dallas or Philadelphia? On one hand, Philadelphia always starts off to a slow thing. However, Dallas does, they're horrible. So, who do you think? Who do you got tonight, Luke?
Well, I think Philadelphia is going to take it, and I do think it'll be closer than people think it will be. I don't see just how the Cowboys can win this. They do come out and play good at the beginning of the season usually. They're going to have to put up like 30 points to win this, I think, and hold the Eagles defense or the Eagles offense to obviously less than 30 by that logic. But
no, I think the Eagles are going to absolutely destroy the Cowboys. I don't even think it's going to be a close game. So I do want to end off by saying that we do have a buddy named Drew. He wants to be on the podcast, and we told him that if he got tonight's record prediction right, he could come on and be on an episode in the future. So he has the Cowboys winning 21-24. So if he is right on the money on that, he'll be on a future episode. But I don't think we'll have anything to worry about there.
So, yeah, the Eagles are winning that. Sorry, Drew.
So with that, though, Luke, is there anything else you want to talk about?
No, I think that's it.
All right. Well, I'm Lewis, and this is my co-host, Luke. This has been the No Ball Podcast. We appreciate you spending your time tuning in and listening to what we have to say. If you like this, go ahead and check out our latest podcasts in the link below. And make sure you give us a follow on Instagram, where we're posting sports updates and doing quick vlogs all throughout the week. So we appreciate you spending your time. Make sure to drop a subscribe, a like, and a comment below, and we will see you guys next week.